Welcome to the Introduction to Procurement for Academies training video from Crescent Purchasing Consortium. Crescent Purchasing Consortium, CPC, is the largest purchasing consortium for the English academies, schools and free schools sectors, and the only national purchasing group for the UK further education and sixth form colleges. CPC provide their members with specialist advice on best procurement practice, including how to ensure value for money. CPC's main purpose is to produce EU-compliant frameworks on behalf of members. CPC frameworks cover a wide variety of goods and services. A framework is a method of purchasing where a central body, such as CPC, sets up a purchasing arrangement with a supplier or several suppliers on behalf of a group of end users. Each end user then orders goods or services through the framework whenever they need them, using a simplified selection and ordering process. This video is the first in a series of training videos designed to support procurement in academies. The key questions we aim to answer in this video are: what is procurement? What help is out there? What legislation must you comply with? How do you manage the risk of buying the wrong thing or paying too much? How do you achieve value for money for your academy and the taxpayer? We begin with purchasing and procurement. Firstly, what do we mean by purchasing? Purchasing is the specific activity of committing expenditure. It tends to focus on price rather than overall value. In essence, it is about placing the orders, the actual task of buying. So what is procurement? It has a broader scope compared with purchasing. Procurement is the entire process involved in acquiring goods and services. Procurement is about identifying your requirements, preparing specifications, assessing risks, managing the tendering process, placing orders, awarding contracts, and managing suppliers. Procurement takes into account the cost over the lifetime of the goods or services, known as whole life costs, and the quality expected to meet user requirements. You might be asked why procurement is important to your academy. The answer is that following sound procurement practice can ensure or improve the value for money on capital and revenue areas of expenditure. Moving your academy's purchasing activity to a comprehensive procurement activity is an important step in creating value for your academy. You will come across the terms quotations and tenders and may wonder what the difference is. They are almost the same thing, but the difference between them is their legal significance. A quotation is simply a statement setting out the estimated cost for a particular work, goods or service. The supplier providing the quotation is not formally offering to provide them. It is simply an indication of the expected cost, which you can accept or reject. A request for quotation is a competitive process for sending your requirements to suppliers, and they are most appropriate for relatively low-value requirements, especially if the contract will be awarded on price alone. A tender at the most general level is a formal offer to supply goods or services or perform works for a stated fixed price. The quotation is part of the tender. In practice, you must accept or reject it. Tenders are much more detailed than a quotation, usually written for each specific requirement. Sections of the tender will consist of template documents, including a standard supplier selection questionnaire and terms and conditions of contract, while other parts will be specific to the requirements such as detailed specifications. Higher value requirements must be tendered under the EU procurement rules as mentioned earlier. Sample documents for quotations and tenders are available from the template section of PHELP. We recommend accessing the template section on PHELP and downloading the example procurement strategies, policies and procedures before developing your own. This will help you to gain an insight as to how other institutions balance procedures with value and risk. There is also guidance in the Education and Skills Funding Agency handbooks. We hope you have found this training video useful. As an introduction, we hope it inspires you on to further development. To assist in your procurement journey, we have included details about organisations in the sector who can help you, including CPC, the Further Education Library of Procurement, and the Department for Education. There are a number of helpful exercises available online for you to work through following this video. We welcome feedback and hope you will come back soon for our future training videos, including procurement strategy, European Union public contracts regulations, legal training, and more. We would like to thank Shirley Lewington for the use of her training material, which was the foundation for this video. We are very grateful to Trafford College for creating the animation and recording the audio. Last but not least, we would like to thank you for taking the time to watch the video.